Hi guys, this is going to be a very quick and basic video on how to get started on Archi CAD. Archi CAD is fairly similar to Revit, where we can produce a 3D model and a 2D model. I'm going to quickly go over how to get between your 2D and 3D view. Up the top here, you'll see that my floor plan is shaded. That means I'm on a floor plan view. That's my 2D view. You'll notice over here, you'll see what story I'm looking at. I'm at ground floor because this is shaded. At the moment, I'm on first. Everything is orange because it is on the level below me. I'd like you to think of these levels as layers in a cake. If I right-click on stories and go to story settings, I can change the heights and the elevations for these levels. If I go to this next tile over here, it's our 3D window. If I click on it, it should take me to a 3D view. Often the first time you click on it, you'll be selecting perspective as a default and you can't actually see anything. So it's important that you click on the downward arrow and click on this little house. That will give you a 3D view straight away. If I hold down Shift and the middle mouse wheel, and move my mouse, you'll see my cursor is turned into an orbit symbol. It will orbit my job around. Moving around here, like I said before, this is where all your levels are stored. And if I'm in a 2D view, what's going on here? At the moment, it's asking if I want to select something. So if I press Escape twice, and then I go into my 3D view, 2D view, there we go. You'll see that I'm on first. If I wanted to go to ground, I would double click on ground. And now my ground is appearing in a dark line, which means I'm on that level. For whatever reason, let's just jump to the third level. There's nothing on the third level yet, so I can't see anything. So if you've been drawing all day and then for some reason you think you've lost your drawing, chances are it's just sitting on a level and for whatever reason, you have selected the level above and you can't see it. So I'll double left click on this one again and that will take me there. If I do a single click, all it does is highlight the level. It doesn't take me to that level. So by double clicking, I'll be on that level. Moving my way around here, you've got a few different pan options, but in all honesty, it's quite easy to hold down the middle mouse wheel at the moment and I can pan my drawing around. If I scroll in and scroll out with the middle mouse wheel,
Year 11 SRC to B2, Year 11 SRC to B2.
I can scroll in and out with my zoom. Over here is all my 2D functions, like line. I can draw lines. They will not be shown in a 3D view, just 2D. On this side here is all my 3D elements that I can add to a drawing. Every time I click on an element, have a look up here. Have a look how the picture changes to whatever the element is. If I then select that picture, it comes up with the default settings. I can change those and I can also change the level at which that 3D element will come in at. So if I accidentally draw it on third, I can click on the element, click on the settings and change the level of it. Along here you'll see that you've got different ways we can draw, well, let's say a wall. So we've got a few different ways we can draw it. Whenever we see a black arrow on any of these settings, if I left click and hold down the left click, I'll be able to change to other settings that aren't exactly, they're hidden. So at the moment, all I can see is a straight line. I've got no idea that I can do change walls until I left click, holding down and then highlight it and release. There's a lot of other keys up here, guys, that I haven't explained, but this is just a very basic video to get you started.